Saying what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. Speak about the world. Know that we are still. We got ATL Legacy, the podcast. On God, we're taking over with the ATL show.
Naya, what?
The ATL show's on, duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T7, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best you ever catch, just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. It's the message. I'm talking open hills and places. Little feeling foggy, I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me, must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message, hoping you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL,
Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant. Make sure you go over to Goli.com and get your Goli gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoliGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goli.
Yes. Get in here, one and all. Get in here. Come on in the room. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. I just want to remind everybody, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. When you hit that like button, that makes YouTube share our videos and our product with other people, so that we get more viewers and more subscribers, and more friends to the family. And definitely comment below. And when you comment below, we will show your comments live here on the screen, read your comments, and respond accordingly. Of course, I'm joined tonight by none other than my sister. You been on my mind, Miss Tyson.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going,
Yes, pretty good.
Hey,
Hi.
Tyson. Hey, Tyson. Hey, Tyson. Yes, we have a special guest tonight.
Okay.
And we joined up by none other than Miss Tyson, mama best friend, my other sister, Miss T Savage.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm exhausted. How are you?
Child, it sound like
exhausted. What's the name?
Huh? Well, you know, I started to be at work today.
Oh, okay.
I just been doing summer school.
Okay. And of course,
Yeah.
by none other than that thorn in my back, that pain in my side, that headache, that hiccup. None other than the fashionista himself, Mr. Legacy the Great.
ATL, ho.
Lord Jesus.
Look at you calling your own name. Calling your own name.
Okay.
Oh.
And of course, here at the ATL show, we have the best and the juiciest cakes on this side of the Mississippi River. Nice, plump, and juicy, and Duncan Hines ain't got none on us. Miss Juicy Cakes.
Blessings, everyone. Blessings.
Hey, Eddie King, how you doing?
Hey, Eddie. Even
What's
though
up,
he said hi to just Tony.
Yes,
hey,
yes.
Eddie.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode. All right. Now he's individualizing his hellos.
Isn't he?
definitely.
Thought he was going to keep going. I'm waiting for it, Eddie.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody waiting for their own individual special greeting.
Okay. You don't greet T. He know to greet her because he gonna get it.
Okay. Yes. This segment we're gonna call it Chatting with Friends. Usually the last episode of the month is usually no special topic, but we have random topics. And we call it the show Chatting with Friends. But the first thing I wanted to chat about real quick, I just want to show y'all real quick because it's on my mind and I got this in my hand. This is a Gucci face mask. I don't know if you can see the Gucci emblem. Here's another one. You see the Gucci emblem? Well, a young lady had reached out to her husband and asked him to bring her and buy her a Gucci face mask. And this is what he bought her. A Gucci face mask, literally.
I mean, she didn't say which Gucci she wanted, so I get it.
Well, the Gucci
I would not wear that. I wouldn't wear that.
She mad. She big mad, a little mad.
Hey, you have not because you asked not.
Her eyes look like she's smiling.
No, that's Gucci smiling.
That's Gucci mouth. Them big old fake teeth.
Her eyes and her eyebrows, she don't look like she mad.
It should have had that bubble up there on her cheek and the caption say, "Brr."
So y'all, listen, y'all. Y'all niece has a business now. She is making crystal beaded bracelets. And she want me to show y'all her bracelets. I don't know if y'all can see, but she got tiger's eye. all kind of. Okay, this ain't Tiger's Eye. That's green, whatever that means. She got all kind of bracelets, y'all. You probably can't see them that good. I told her she got to get with our marketing executive so we can get her commercial together. They show them the one. And I told her y'all will be her biggest supporters, so don't make me no liar. She got one charms on them too. She working on getting the pictures and stuff on her social media and getting her stuff together. So she's doing good. This a little thing, a little bracelet holder. So she got a little. Now she's trying to get the business license. So she's working on everything in the back. I'm so proud of her.
I know the entrepreneur spirit.
No more entrepreneur niggas. No entrepreneur niggas. And we should get it up and running. I mean, she'll be sending everybody pictures and with the commercials and all that good stuff.
She get her entrepreneur spirit from Auntie Tiama and Uncle Tony.
Mm-hmm. Her mama had it too, but it died so well. It died. I don't like people no more. So it went out the window for me.
Girl.
I used to be able to sell the bird feathers and sell fish water. But now I don't even want to talk to people. I want to talk, leave me alone.
Okay. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. For them coins.
Yes. So once we get everything running, we'll definitely let everybody know.
Okay. Well, I am proud of her. Keep up the good work. And plus, you still have her other tarot card reading as well.
Yeah, she's still doing her tarot stuff. And she got that business up and running on Etsy.
I know, she told me. I was like, girl, go ahead and do your thing.
She about to pick up a couple bills around him. She said she gonna switch to the website.
Your mama ain't never lied. You about to pick up a couple of bills because that birthday is right around the corner.
Yeah, pick up your birthday around the corner and pick up a couple bills. Can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bills? Pay my automobile bills?
I'm talking about her taking your bills and everybody else's bills for her birthday.
Oh,
you can hold your own bills.
Okay.
I am not co-signing with you with my baby spending her money. No.
Can you pay my bills? Get pay my telephone bills, automobile. Oh, child, I look rough.
I have here 4 seniors. They actually was in class of 1956 graduating, but because they were switched off and to serve the armed forces and to serve our country, they never had the opportunity to officially graduate. So as a result, 70 years later, they're now giving their degrees and having an opportunity to walk across the stage.
Whoop, whoop.
So congratulations to our armed force men. Our hats go off to you. And thank you for your
What? When I say this podcast is quiet.
What?
Well, happy Memorial Day to all the fallen soldiers.
Definitely.
But I thought that was awesome that all 4 of them were still alive to actually walk.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
70 years later, that in itself speaks like, wow, that's good.
True.
They gave them old ass people their degrees.
You know what? Shut
I'm trying to understand why
camera.
It took that long for them to get it because you can obtain your GED at any night school.
No, they hadn't graduated, but they were shipped off.
Right.
They never got to walk. So 9 out of 10, one of them probably told a kid that was one of their biggest regrets.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
so that's what I'm
take
thinking.
70 years for somebody to say, come on, y'all can walk. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It probably took a grandchild to be like, listen, my grandfather always wished he did. And they went and looked up more people that went off with that. That's what I'm thinking.
That was a good analysis.
In the day's time, that is something cute.
I hope they got to walk with their grands then. If that be the case, that would have been cool too.
Black people, I cannot.
We also have a special dedication yesterday. Legacy turned 100 years old.
Amen.
Oh.
So there's a special.
Hey, look, Jesus' cousin.
Yes. So we have a special dedication to Legacy.
Thank you.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Giving up is not an option. Happy birthday.
That's why he get on your nerves, because giving up ain't an option.
I appreciate that. But Jennifer Hudson ain't got nothing on my baby. My baby did that with 2 songs.
What baby?
Anaya Kentrell Williams.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let it be known, because I need to know names. Oh, okay.
Y'all so funny.
Oh, we real funny. Trust me, we real funny.
That was from Anthony and the ATL show.
Hey, look, you see, Legacy didn't think it was too funny because I'm real ghetto.
Well, I appreciate you, cast members and sisters and brothers and cakes. I appreciate all of that.
He talking to all of y'all because I'm not his sister.
Not today.
No. I'm his girlfriend. He talking to all of y'all.
You ain't by me right now, so I ain't worried about no night.
I got bike up. Don't make me call it.
Who?
Don't worry about that. I got bike up.
I'm not acting kind of crazy.
Miss Parker in the house.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Miss Parker in the house.
Miss Parker, where you be coming up with all these different type of names and foolishness? Who you hiding from?
Tony, where the comments come from?
Who you hiding from, Miss Parker?
What was the name? I couldn't. Oh my goodness.
I be wanting to know how Tony know. Oh, hey y'all, Miss Parker. Okay, she told you she was in the house. Because other than that, we wouldn't know, baby. Who you hiding from? Let us know who you hiding from.
Miss Parker, when you gonna let me? Hey, Miss Parker.
Miss Parker running for that man who said,
Yeah, but you running from somebody with these changed names on there. But when you cooking, so I could come eat. The fat girl in me is ready to eat.
Miss Parker is running from that man that said God sent her to him.
Oh gosh.
I ain't running from what God said to me.
Miss Parker, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
You need me to get the knife.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Oh,
get a machete because he ain't really got a neck, so you got to chop it right. Like I need it off. I was playing with a little knife that night.
Oh.
What is going on?
You doing gold?
I love Miss Parker, child.
Miss Parker, what do you mean by you doing gold?
She meant she's doing good.
She's doing good.
I thought Miss Parker was saying she that's why that man acting crazy over there because she's doing gold.
Miss Parker Ben told y'all she got that thing that sent him crazy. I don't know why you try that like she didn't tell you that from the first night, little boy.
She said he liked all her cake.
Oh,
Lord.
What is this?
No, it was pie. It was pie.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
Check this out.
Security teams need to be quicker. They need to be more.
The man accused of beating a woman at a BP gas station in Arlington made his first court appearance today. Good evening to you. Kevin Williamson was arrested last night and charged with battery. We want to warn you, the video that you're about to see, it may be disturbing to you. This is inside the gas station at University Boulevard in Fort Caroline. You see a man repeatedly punching a woman, then walks away. The woman is 23-year-old Ramey McCoy, who says she heard Williamson using racist language before the attack. The police got a warrant for his arrest, and now he's being held on a $20,000 bond. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is at the BP gas station with what to expect next in the case.
We've shown you this video from inside a BP gas station in Arlington. A man brutally beating a woman, then walking away. Saturday, he walked up to a judge in his first appearance. JSO got a warrant to arrest 59-year-old Kevin Williamson. He's charged with battery, a misdemeanor. The attack happened on Monday. Williamson was booked into the jail Friday night.
I would request that maybe you could lower my bond to nothing.
I can't do that today.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Why did this take so long for an arrest? Attorney Randy Reep says it's a process, especially because police got a warrant.
Sometimes in the law, I can do it quick or I can do it right, but sometimes I can't do both. I'm not apologizing for the 4 days it takes, but I would tell you that's not outrageous in my experience.
Now that police confirm who they believe did this, we looked into who Williamson is. Court records show he's a registered sex offender. He had a repeat domestic violence injunction filed against him that was later dismissed. There were 2 aggravated assault charges. Both were dropped. One of them was with a deadly weapon. So now that there's been an arrest, some people are asking, where's the hate crime charge? McCoy says she heard Williamson making racist remarks outside this gas station and inside before the attack. JSO on the incident report wrote down that there was no hate crime. Attorney Randy Reep says the state attorney's office is going to decide to pursue that charge or not. Reep says they'll interview witnesses, and in 2 to 3 weeks, the state attorney's office will decide on the charges. He says not to be surprised if this case is bumped up to a felony. Now, when we spoke with McCoy earlier this week, she already said she wanted more than a battery charge and that she knew this is a hate crime. We reached out to her today for a follow-up, and we're waiting for a response. In Arlington, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.
The Northside Coalition sent out a statement on behalf of the family of Ramey McCoy. It says, "We are relieved to know that this man was arrested for the sake of public safety. We are very concerned that he be kept behind bars. We are hopeful the state attorney, Melissa Nelson, will ensure that this racially motivated attack is prosecuted as a hate crime and not merely as a simple battery or assault."
What was the lady? Maybe I missed it. What was the ethnicity?
A black
She
woman,
was black.
white
He
man.
was white.
But I got a lot of problems with this video. It's a black man walking behind this white man to go out the door. But we already know them bitch ass niggas punk up real quick. Too many videos show that. But listen, y'all Karens and y'all Billy Bobs better run up on the right black sister. Because, bitch, his brains would have been splattered all over that place from the first blow. I would have took one for the team just to blow that bitch away.
That's what Legacy was saying when we originally found the video, is that how can we as black men walk idly by and see our sisters being abused, brutally abused the way that she was, and do or say nothing?
But that happens on the regular.
Yeah, it does.
That happens on the regular. So if there's a sister out there, if you're not with the man you're fucking, and it's some random black dude, and you think that nigga's gonna help you, honey, I suggest you take self-defense classes for real. Because you're gonna get your ass beat down. A sister will come to help a sister before a brother would. And that's big fact.
I'm gonna say this.
Ain't no argument.
Your early statement was eloquent. I saw the same thing that you saw, where the black dude was walking down the aisle didn't do anything, and
He
that
actually totally got the fuck out the store. Like, dude might turn around and whoop his ass.
Right.
Well, my thing is this, and I keep telling people this: the most wanted person on the planet and one of the most endangered species on the planet is a black male. And it's a little bit different with a black man coming to the defense of a black woman, and it's against a white man. We see it all throughout history. It goes on even to this day. The assault on that woman was wrong. He should have got his ass in the fight. I would have got in the fight, regardless of what the outcome would have been, because I couldn't stand there and idly watch this. Because that could have been my mama, that could have been Tayama, that could have been Savage, it could have been Juicy. It could be my daughter.
That could have never been Tayama.
No, that could have been me.
When that happens, we need to protect our sisters because that's just what it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna tell you, I've ran this same video by at least 15 guys that I know love they family and they do their thing in the street. And I showed it to 15 different people. And each one of them said the same thing that I'm saying, but this is the main thing they're saying. One of the worst things that could have ever been done was this woman independent movement shit. Because every one of them, even after saying that was wrong, have clearly made a statement that even though it was wrong, the way that black women always out here stating that they independent this and independent that was an independent moment. And that right there showed alone that she was not independent enough to the point she couldn't even defend herself. And it doesn't matter whether it's a man, whether it's a female, 9 times out of 10, if she don't have what you just said earlier, Thelma, which is self-defense classes to be able to defend herself against a man, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna lose that fight because he's way more physical, he's way more stronger, he's way more brutal. And even in that video, you saw how the young lady, she was trying to fight, but when them hands started hitting her face, she went into a protect mode. And we have to really second guess this movement, because me and Tyler hearing about that. I'm independent on these.
Because I'm independent don't mean I could go up against a man.
I let everybody talk. When I'm done, I promise you. But you can go next, Juicy. I'm gonna let y'all have it. We have to truly, because like I said, we say it all the time. There's not one race of people that as a woman that scream, I'm more independent, I don't need a man than the black race of women. So that was one of those moments where you was independent. So we got to make a choice. We gonna be team us, or we gonna be independent? Because
we're gonna be independent. Because a woman says she's independent does not mean, you know what, Legacy? Sometimes you be on point, and sometimes I don't know what the fuck one thing got to do with another. Because a woman is independent and she can hold down her own without a man paying her bills or need your ass around for your dick. What does that got to do with you, with your pride and your integrity?
And that man may feel like you don't need to put himself in
for that point. That same
that man has the right
woman, if the police is beating your ass, she'll have your bite quicker than your boy.
Do he not have the right to determine if he want to put his life in jeopardy?
First of all, let's go on the claim that you say y'all endangered species. They killing y'all ass for nothing. So at least stand for something. Don't be a bitch ass nigga and throw the fuck up. And then hold on.
That's not answering the question.
If that's the moral that you're gonna go by, because she's independent, no, have some fucking morals. But you will kill your brother. But you will kill your brother, but you won't kill a cracker that's going after your sister.
That's not what we said.
I wait.
But that's not what you said.
Your argument made no
I asked you one
sense.
question. I asked you
Your
one
argument
question.
made no sense.
I asked you one question. Do he have a right to determine if he wants to put his life on the line?
I don't
Okay.
feel, I don't feel him standing up and protecting and doing what is right is putting his life on the line. First off, the black people, it ain't just black men, black women are also endangered on the same.
I said number one. I didn't say black women weren't endangered.
It ain't even the number
women
one
that you
because
say
you know
are
what? We
independent.
getting killed
I
by
can pull up 1,000
men just as well as
videos
the white man.
where them same independent women legacy did not allow the police to do anything to their brother, did not know him from Adam, and they would stand up against a police officer. So you mean to tell me as a man, you can morally hold your head up knowing that you just seen something unjust and you want to justify it on your life don't mean shit to them. So if anything, if they gonna take your life, make it stand for something.
You don't get no argument from me. You don't get no argument from me on what you just said. You don't get no argument from me on what you just said because it's true. You or Juicy, neither one of you get an argument from me on that.
Because if they don't kill me, you're gonna kill me for me being morally correct. You're gonna kill me for standing for something. You're not just gonna kill me because I'm the average Joe.
Listen,
when I do your hair, you lean back on my titties every time you have got your hair done. My 380 or my 9 is in my titties, cock ready and loaded.
But
so when I say independent, I go up against anything. 9 brothers, I don't call nail soul. When I go to Miami and I'm ready to do damage, I don't call nail motherfucker to bite me up. I'm in my car by myself. Bitch, I'm in a city that ain't mine. And one of y'all hoes want to run it, let me know. Nigga, I'm finna run it with you just because I'm hot, so I'm already at your door. So, like, honey, I'm not understanding.
Everybody,
so if y'all want women to respect y'all, y'all gotta stand for something. I can pull up more than 50,000 videos where a black man is a bitch.
They may only stand
I treat them as such.
But they only may stand for something when it's pertaining to their family. And we can't, I can't just like I couldn't expect someone to jeopardize their freedom. I would hope, but I can't expect someone to do something that I would do.
I got a video because I was sitting by the nail place less than a week ago. I saw Muslims shut that bitch down. Shut it down. They didn't even know the lady. They just didn't like the incident that was done at the nail place, and I didn't even know it was done at my nail place.
I know the video you talking
about. When I say they shut that shit down, you'll see my curls walking right out the door. I didn't even get my service finished. Whatever the fuck they finna do, I don't even know what y'all did, but I gotta go. And I told the girl, Rose, girl, you Haitian, get up out of here.
Yeah.
So, no, you gotta stand for something. Even
you have to. I agree.
Even if you didn't fight, dude, you yanked him the fuck up off of her.
Right, I totally agree.
That's what I was about to say. It ain't got nothing to do with your putting your life on the line.
He didn't even get what he got out the store. That nigga cleared it like he was about to get the ass whooping next.
And the thing of it is, it's sad, and I'm not here to like try to bash men, but for however many men you said you showed this video and then they concurred that it was due to an independent movement, there were some cowards. And they really need to point blank period. There is nothing else about it because there is no way you can sit here and say this is about an independent movement because
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
They said that
that's not what they said either. That's not what they said.
Repeat what you said. Maybe I didn't hear you correctly.
I clearly stated that they said that they would have done something about it. But the reason most people do not intervene is due to the fact that people feel different about how women go about telling they don't need a black man for nothing. And at that moment, she needed anybody. And it was a black man, and he didn't do nothing.
Let me tell you, if I roll up on one of these black men and you see me with them, let me know.
at this point, if they're saying they would have did something about it, but then come up with a whole nother scenario to rationalize it, it weighing on their psyche as if they believe that is the
No,
case
because
too.
that's one of the first things.
I couldn't have ever even come up to the fact if it was a vice versa, and the woman sitting there and she leaving out, and the man beating up a black man, I wouldn't have sat there and said anything other than it should have been helped, because my mind ain't gonna go to no secondary, thirdary, fourthdary.
But Juicy, everybody has a right to think how they want to think.
Yeah, everybody have a right to an opinion.
Okay, and that doesn't make it right or wrong that people have other feelings about the way that they move.
Well, you know what? It doesn't make it right nor wrong, because there is no such thing. What we do is what we do. However, to sit here and base it and say that the independent movement for women, which the only reason why the majority of black women are independent is because there was a sorry black man who didn't help her be dependent. I could
have swore me and Tony gave you about a month and a half ago. We had this somewhat a similar discussion where you were saying about the sorry black man did this and left the household. We completely showed you and told you that that's not how that came about. So again,
no, you shared your opinion that I did not agree with, because I'm still here speaking what my truth is.
Okay.
Like you say, we all entitled to have. You have yours, I have mine. And
right,
the black man who left the household, and listen, I'm a single woman. I'm a single mother. And the black man who left the household because he chose to go do whatever else he chose to do instead of doing what he's supposed to do, if that was me, there wouldn't have been a black man there to protect me. There would be a black man willing to give me a ride home walking down the street before they will be there to protect me because they trying to get some ass. That's what the black man do. And that's what the black man need to change from doing. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's what men do, period. It's not just black men.
I know it is. It is men. But at this point, to say what that black man who walked out, it wasn't a Mexican, it wasn't a Hispanic, it wasn't a China, it was a brother who walked out and let that sister get beat.
That walked out on you.
I take it. I take it as on me, because I like Whitney said, I'm every woman.
Lord help us.
Yes.
Lord help us. Well, you should have been getting some of them licks in your face then.
Listen, I'm not woman enough to take an ass whooping like that. I'm so sorry. I'm not
like
woman enough.
I love cake.
Be on the show every Tuesday and Friday, and why people still calling my phone?
Y'all crazy. But it was hard. That was hard for me to watch. And I think I told you guys about that one time I was in the post office, and there was a black lady. She probably was in her early 60s, and I was already at the counter. But this old black lady was spunky. And I guess the white dude or something, she was arguing with one of the tellers about something, and the white man was like, "Come on, hurry up." And so the black lady turned around and gave him a little attitude. And she was like, "I was here, and don't you rush me." And I'm still in line, but like I told you, it was like 4 other black men that was behind the white guy. And he just went to calling the names and stuff. And I was like, hold on. I was saying to myself, ain't none of them gonna say nothing.
But you didn't, did you?
You know I did. I told him, I said, hold on. You're not finna talk to her like that. Good. I say, cause that's a woman for one, and she black for two. And I'm here, and you ain't finna talk to her like that. And he was like, "Oh no, but the sadness was, and I mean, this is just true. We don't know who we are anymore. Period. We don't know who we are.
I don't know if we don't all know who we are. There are a lot of people who are brainwashed and manipulated, and that is what Christianity has done to us. Oh man, this is an accident.
Oh shoot, Juicy, you about to.
But listen, today,
y'all lives.
Go. I'm gonna switch it because
Go
I'm about
ahead,
to tell you
Kate.
what happened to
Go
me
ahead.
today. It was a car accident that just happened. Everything's okay. Go ahead, close the door. Oh, a big old
Go
crash
ahead,
just
Kate.
happened right at the end of the car. So today I went into Home Depot. I went for some paint, and I knew I want to paint the porch, so I need the non-slip. I want to paint the rails, so I needed one for wrought iron, and I wanted to paint some flower pots. So I needed a couple different kinds of paint. And I'm there at the counter, the only one talking to this black man, but he's from another country because he got an accent. A white man walk up. He wants some paint, the same kind, but he need to wait his turn. I have all my colors lined out on what color I want, and I'm telling this man how. He goes and the white man grabs his paint, brings his thing, and try to put it in before mine. The black man. Now, if you can go to another computer and type in and fix another paint, he could have did 2 of my paints at each time, so I could have got out of there sooner. But instead, he gonna work with me on one computer and then go do the white man on the other, because he heard the white man talk about, yeah, I'm just ready to get out of here. I said, I am too. This is my last stop. I've been up since 6 o'clock, ripping and running, and I had to go all the way to Silver Spring instead of Hyattsville, because the Hyattsville store didn't have it. I explained this to the white man and the black man. Black man, when he finished helping the white man, he bowed his head. He bowed his head to this white man. So right then and there, I'm glad y'all showed that white man beat that black woman, and the black man do it, because that's exactly what the black man's doing today. Bowing down to the white man. It's time for y'all to rise up, brothers. It's time for y'all to rise up. Like they say, the chess table is all the legs to that chess table are the black men. All y'all got to do is stand up, rise up.
Man.
We support you. We always do.
Again, I have no knock on nothing y'all said today. It's just a different rule out there, Juicy, when it comes to a black man standing up against that and any other race standing up. It's been shown that we've been annihilated throughout history for standing up. Every leader that you know of that have stood up against the white tyranny has been assassinated. Every one of them. So I'm waiting on somebody to tell me what black man you know or black men you knew has stood up to the tyranny of the United States of America's government and the injustices and racism that has not been assassinated, that walks around living right now.
Farrakhan.
Listen, I love Farrakhan, but Farrakhan has yet to do enough, and I'm Islamic, and he's yet to do enough. He hasn't ran for president so he can try to get up in the office and make a difference. He hasn't done anything but talk, and I love him. But he definitely, even when he was in his youthful years, when he's the one who put together a Million Man March, which he could have done, then he turned around some years later and done a 10 million man march that he put together. So he could have got the votes to run for presidency and win, but he chose not to, because he also understands that him doing that, he puts his life on the line to be assassinated. Like I tell people all the time, people be like, oh, Barack. I have nothing personal against Barack Obama. But Barack was chosen by those same people that run our government to run for president. It wasn't a black man out of the blue that just decided that it's time for a change and did that. He's part of their programming.
Oh, he's their cousin. He was raised to be the next president when he was.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a setup. Even when I said Farrakhan, because you said tell you a black man. But all jokes aside, Farrakhan agent. That's why he's still alive. I said he probably an agent. That's why he's still alive. Are we gonna say
allegedly? Where's your
I thought about
and y'all gonna go missing?
Juicy, don't lie. I've thought about that, what you just said. I've thought about that.
Well,
but
I've been said it a while because of how much he does say and what he puts out, but also how much he steps back. He is for his followers. He's for the nation that is under and who serves him. He ain't for outside of that. If you ain't down for NOI, you're gonna be like that black lady getting beat. Now I will say, if a brother, one of them who had the beanies on and the newspaper in the hand, he will be like, wait, listen. No, not today. Now he will stop it. I do think that. Now, I don't think he'll stop it and fight him back, but he'll stop it so it don't happen.
Right. So again, even though you're talking about the rising up, Juicy, let's talk about how great, even though they smeared this group of people, the Black Panther has been the greatest movement for black people throughout other than Harriet Tubman and the slave movement, the Underground Railroad. Outside of that, the greatest thing has been the Black Panthers, and they did. J. Edgar Hoover did pro quo, something like that, to where they infiltrated the Black Panthers, put all type of stuff against them. The same thing that the Black Panthers were doing for their black community to try to protect black people. Nancy Reagan took their stuff. Planned Parenthood did. They took it from Black Panthers. Everything that you see that's out here now that's supposedly be for the black people, the Black Panthers put that into place. And guess what? Every one of them, the originals, was assassinated or threw in prison down there for the rest of their life. So I'm trying to understand, sweet, when and how do we rise up from the chess table? Thank you. How do you do it without it having to have to be a mass massacre?
You know what? You have to separate yourself. We would have to get to the point as a people, like the nation do. They feed us, they eat together, they serve together, they worship together. I told you, we got to create our community. We got to create our neighborhood. We got to police ourselves. We got to govern ourselves. We have to set ourselves aside. We got to not depend on them. And you know what? One of the best ways to do it is your food supply and your health care. And it's got, I don't know how to teach faith to people, but we got to get it. You got to know that you can take care of you just as well as the doctor do. They practicing. You can practice too. You can grow your food. You ain't got to do it. Some people be like, I need my meat. Okay, go get it. Go slaughter. Go. There's too many black
who are you gonna?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna buy the seeds from? Who are you going to buy the animal from? Because we don't really have a lot of black farms.
But we do, and we do have people growing seeds. I thought about it like last week that I'm gonna get at least 5 different black seeds. I'm not sure about the meat part because I don't really care for promoting meat buying, but we got them out there. My brother's wife, they got a farm. They slaughter a cow and then they divide it in that community every year for free to people. I know plenty of people, but we ain't got to just sort ourselves and say only blacks, because like back in the day where there were pilgrims, there are Samaritans that are willing to help, because it's that one drop still out there. There are too many of us blended that's still gonna be needing to be together. So it's not saying segregate and only be us, because we got 16 different shades of blackness. That's what people got to realize. Stop putting that color to it and know that, like you say, know who you are. Because the only one who's the inferior one is the blonde-haired person.
Right.
Okay, but let me give you another scenario before we move on, right? I hear you when you saying we need to do for ourselves. I hear that. But every time we have tried to do that, guess what happens?
My mama say trying is lying.
But that's what I keep talking about. It's the slaughters. We just talked about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Those folks were that black community, that black state, that black city was thriving on its own without needing anything from white people. And they turned around and burnt that down. Go ahead, Savage.
Chocolate City. Can I suggest a content worth watching that talks about that subject?
Of course.
Sure, Gabrielle. You could have put it right in that part. Hey, I suggest this as something worth watching.
We
Don't
definitely wouldn't
ask,
mind.
because you know, honestly, the word can means only you know what you're capable of. It's actually may I. And we appreciate all comments. Bring it on. All suggestions. We here for it.
Definitely.
Better believe it. But Kate, we talk about what was the place here in Florida that was a thriving little small town. Vin Rames played in the movie. Vin Rames played in the movie.
Rayford? Was it Rayford?
I can't think of the movie right now. But Vin Rames, but they went in there and killed all those people about the lie that the young white girl talking about a black man raped her when she knew it was a white man that raped her. And they burnt the town down and killed all those blacks. Everywhere we go where we try to stand up, either we're told to forgive them for what they do and accept them back.
Florida.
That might be something, but the one I'm talking about ain't Rayford.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna get ready to
I wanted to ask y'all opinion about something. As parents and what we do for our children. Because I experienced watching a kid who he called, like, I walk a lot and I walk past the school, and I don't know if it's bullying or if it's what the norm is, but the kid was like, they were talking about, he said he had some shoes, like let's say Skechers, and he felt he was fresh, like, look at my new shoes, they clean, they were new, they were nice and white, but they weren't Air Force Ones, they weren't Air Max, they weren't the $200 shoes. And all of them kids started clowning him like he had on some Bobos, whatever. But his pride and confidence was happy he had on his new shoes, what his parents could afford to get him, and he looked good. So he wasn't even ashamed till his friends started putting him down. So it's like, to me, when do we teach our children to realize that they're not your friends and cut them people off? Because if they ain't coming to you and lifting you up just as proud, like as you feel, and they don't salute you like you saluting yourself, why hang around? And that's where we got all these, this is the broken adult still trying to fit in.
You said, when do we teach our kids that? We teach them that at a young age. It starts at a young age. Everything starts at a young age. I'm a firm believer that if you implant morals and values and discipline in your child between the ages of 2 and 5, by the time they get to 7, 8, 9, 10, there's certain things you're not going to have to say. There's certain things you're not going to have to do, because you already instilled their self-worth, their value, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. And that's the issue nowadays with the parents of this generation, because they're not doing it. They're too busy clicking on TikTok and Instagram and letting social media raise their children. And they want to send them to the school when they acting a donkey and get mad at the teachers like we doing something wrong, baby. It started in your house.
Savage.
You know, it's funny you say that, because this kid got killed up here by his so-called friends a couple weeks ago, and the mom dropped him off 2 times. She took him somewhere and then picked him up and took him somewhere else. And it was like a Wednesday, I think Dave and Buster's, and she took him on a Wednesday night, which is a school night, to Dave and Buster's at about 10 o'clock, 15 years old. And then she crying, she lost her son. And it's like you say, it start young and it start with parenting, but these parents are young today. So do we got to parent the parent? What do we need to do as a community to get this going?
The issue is the parents themselves were not parented. That's the issue. And you can only display or do what you know. You only mimic what you saw. And if you don't know no better, then you don't know no better. But it's up to you, not you personally, but the person, to change that cycle. You have to take a stand and say, hey, I'm not going to let this happen, even though this has happened in the past. Like, for example, I know a family where everybody was having babies at 12 and 13, 14. And it took somebody to come along and say, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get my education. I'm going to get married. And I'm going to do it the right way to break the generational cycle, the generational curse. We only mimic what we see. That's why I said for you to watch the things you do around your children, even though you think they're not watching at 5, they paying attention, they digesting it and soaking up everything that you do. And you might say, don't do like I said, don't do like I do like I say. That shit don't work. They're watching you, they're gonna do what you do. Because that's what they see, that's what they know. As far as that parent with that 15-year-old, first of all, ain't no 15-year-old of mine. Oh, first of all, not on no school night. Second of all, me dropping them off nowhere without adult supervision at 15. Not happening. Shame on you, mama. That's not somebody's house. That's a public place. All type of creeps are in there. Yes.
Let me ask you this because of what you was replying to Juicy. About, is it bullying? I know I grew up where people, I grew up poor and I didn't get the best of things when I was growing up until I got up in high school. But I always had, so I never really was like without, but I didn't have when everybody was getting the Reeboks, the Jordans, But now check this here. We also have to understand that no matter how much influence a mom and dad, a grandmama, uncle, big brother, big cousin has on you, the most important thing, the most youth, is the acceptance of their peers. And they're around their peers more than they are around you as a parent. Because 8 hours out the day, that ridicule is what they have to deal with when that child is with or amongst other individuals their age. Now, it does take a strong-minded individual to say, that don't bother me. I got what I got. It takes a lot. Daryl, that is a teaching moment. It is an ongoing process, mainly teaching self-worth. Now, I agree, but we have to understand that they're dealing with their peers, and you can instill all of that in a child that you want. Savage, for one, you deal with it more than anybody on this podcast. You see it in school all day, every day, and it can destroy a child. Being considered, talked about this and that, but it also, because we called it joking on people. And I was clowned a lot until I got in high school, but it never mentally affected with me because I understood that this was part of the growing process. And a lot of times I just think that kids are soft now, and joking is part of growing up. I joke.
Society has made them more sensitive. Society has made children more sensitive. There have been times where I've had to interject and stop people from picking on other kids. Like talking about the boy because his shoes, they clean, but they off brand. But yours name brand, but yours talking. So what you gonna say to him? Like, I'm that teacher. Why you over here picking on Tyrone and you walk around here smelling like fried onions on the Friday night at the fair? Oh yeah, you're not gonna do that in my classroom. When you doing that?
But that's joking.
That's why we're looking for you on social media.
T Savage _100. Come find me. The boy told me last week. Somebody he gonna tell his mama.
That gave you.
Listen. The boy said, "I'm gonna tell my mama." I said, "Tell your mama, baby, I'm in 161. I'm here from 8:45 to 8:45 to 4:15. I'm right here. And if he missed me, I'll be in the parking lot at 4:16.
Would you say Vaseline and ready?
I mean, it is what it is. I ain't saying all of that, but don't threaten me that you're gonna tell your mama like I'm gonna be scared because you're telling your mama.
Well, speaking of children,
And I gotta come pick her up from work. Just saying. We don't put that disclaimer out there. Her car in the shop, so I had to come pick her up from work.
Tiama was recently faced with a parent asking her something really ridiculous, and that came up with the question of the day. They were telling Tiama that she overdo it with her child with educational tools. So the question of the day was,
she overdo it what now?
That she's overdoing it and she's doing too much with educational tools when it comes to her child.
Who told her that?
So the question of the day is there such a thing as parents overdoing it with educational movies, videos, and toys for their toddler children?
Absolutely not. What you are doing is
it ain't overdoing.
Hold on, absolutely not. What you are doing is setting the foundation. The reason that children are successful in the classroom is because their parents have set the foundation. Though that age 3 to 5, that's the time you put that foundation down. Because you can't build a house without a solid foundation.
Legacy to tell you the things that I have Tyson to do, they are so fun and educational that Legacy himself was dancing to it.
Tay, hold on for a minute. She got to read what Gabrielle said. Hold on, mama.
Gabrielle said, I was picked on from the very first day of school to the very last day because of me being in the autism spectrum disorder. I have had some trouble fitting in. I hated school every God-given day growing up. You know, I don't think it's overdoing it. Daryl Blue said, it's about building your child's self-esteem. Give your child the tools to overcome. The brain in a toddler is up to the age of 3 is a sponge. You can teach that child calculus, all of the things that it needs to know, and it will retain it. So it's the smartest thing to do, which is use and give every single educational tool or device you could use just to stimulate all of the brain, because we're only using about 2%. And if you do it early enough, that child will have like she said, the foundation. Geniuses are not born, they're created. And that's what the mom is doing. The other mama is ignorant.
Let me tell you, the argument was he can't watch SpongeBob or none of that. I say, tell me what SpongeBob is teaching him.
SpongeBob showing you butt cheeks? That's why my daughter can't watch it. I caught the episode and he said Sponge made it to a booty. He made it to a booty. I said, my child won't be watching those SpongeBob on my clock.
Look,
and the kids used to ride. They used to mess with Ivana for not being able to watch SpongeBob. Think I gave a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
She came over here today and she was like, y'all got PBS? And my son was like, yeah, that's the only channel we can watch. Arthur.
You breaking up, Juicy?
Yeah, for real.
But Kate, Savage. I mean,
no SpongeBob here, no Cartoon Network, no cable.
None of that. But listen, I'm gonna be honest. Even with my kids' mom, I'm like what y'all talking about. That's how I feel like, cause kids from their birth to anywhere between that to 5, that's when they learn so much, and that's when you have to interject so much. But I've been over like Tay said, I've been to her house, and I'm watching Tyson, and not only Tyson, her nieces are sitting right there, and her mama right there. Miss Paula said, hold on, I was bullied because I had long hair and was spoiled. So they beat me up every chance to they cloud. They made me no nonsense adults. I hear you, Miss Paula. But the beating, the putting the physical hands on somebody is too much. But I mean, like I say, I grew up where it was just, joking. And it made me be able to take when somebody put a joke on me or say something about me to where my feelings aren't that sensitive. Putting somebody putting their hands on me was a different thing. But I just think that, Tay, whoever told you that outside your mama, their head should have been against the wall. Your hands supposed to have hit their jaw, and their head supposed to have hit that wall, because that right there is somebody that's jealous because they haven't took the time to raise their child in the essence of the way that you raised Joyce, Savage, and me and Juicy have raised our kids, which are making sure that they have the fundamental education to be able to grow and soak up information like a sponge. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I had problems with my kid's mom, my daughter's mom, with this, because I'm a person. I know we need education. You need to know math. You need to know science, social studies. You need to know what you know. But I implemented that you couldn't get nothing but an hour of television a day in my house through the week, because I don't think you need that much television when you got homework, you got other stuff that you could be doing to elevate your mind waves. And watching the television, that's why the TV is called a program. It's called a television, and what you're watching is programmed, because it programs you to be whatever they want you to be. If you watch people that watch television all the time, guess what they do? And it's on is killing. Guess what? It's a great chance that that's all that person gonna want to do when they get to be of age. That's why now in video games they tell you parental involvement.
My son don't know no different. My son don't know no different. He don't care about no SpongeBob. He had Gracie's Corner. That boy gonna run from one side of the house to the next, because that's all he
does.
Mr. Williams Remedy said his so-called friends made fun of him. Tell him I'm not your friend. And I told him, friends come and go. Your education is everything. If they make fun of you about being smart, they are not your friends. Exactly. And to chime into what you were saying too, Legacy, you have to be consistent. I posted that today because of something that happened with me and the experience with my son. I restrict, I limit. However, the older they get, the smarter they get. So my 9-year-old, he'll be 10 in June. He loves YouTube. And at once, so there's a kid YouTube and a regular YouTube. And he was watching the Ryan's World or some of them little shows. Costa Fooch Cummings said, yes, I was bullied in school. They used to pull my hair, take my books, scratch up my face and all. See, we weren't raised to fight, and folks picked on us for that. But we got tired of all of that bullying, and we started whipping tails back. My mom would beat us if we came home where we was beat by others, when we were beat by others. Yeah.
I think that was all of us on this panel.
Yeah, that's funny that you mentioned that. I was just watching them Kanan, what is it? Raising Kanan on Stars. And Kanan got beat up at the park and went home bloody and stuff. And the mom was like, not today. And she took a sock and put batteries in it and made him go to that park and bust them boys wide open with the batteries. And ever since then, Kanan had no more problems like them boys.
So Nikhil, now that he's watching YouTube, I noticed his behavior started changing. And he's watching these animes, and they're fighting and they're violent. And then he asked, we were driving it, and he said, let me hear a song. And the song he put on, the first 10 seconds, the lyrics was like, I'm insecure, I'm this. It was just putting them down. And I was like, girl, cut that mess off. I said, you used to listen to Bruno Mars and all these uplifting songs talking about, making you feel good about yourself. And now I'm seeing a change in what you're choosing to listen to, what you're feeding into your mind, and it's reflecting in your attitude. It's reflecting in your behavior. And listen, the video games, the TV cords, everything got put away. They're getting to watch it today because I'm on the show and I need them to let me do what I need to do. So I plugged up the TV, so they could get that back on PBS. But after the night, once this until Friday, man, puzzles, color, yeah, everything you can do.
Bad.
All right. It's the strawberry letter.
You're so stupid and loud. You can't help yourself.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com.
Are you ready to take the leap and launch the business you've been dreaming about? Zen Business can easily guide you through the 5 steps of starting your limited.
Subject, my best friends are my exes. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 33-year-old married woman and I've been with my husband for 8 years, married for 5. My husband just found out that my male best friend is my ex-boyfriend. I also have a female best friend that I used to have threesomes with. We are all close and they loved my husband and he loved them. I was on FaceTime with my best friend the other night and he mentioned a tattoo on my lower back and said he remembered when I got it. My husband looked at me so crazy and then told my best friend he was out of line. My best friend laughed and told my husband to chill out and loosen up or he would screw his wife again. Oh, I almost fainted.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay, you want me to go back over that line?
No,
Because I think
you ain't got to go back over it. You quit reading this damn letter right here.
Married for 5. My husband just found out that my male best friend is my ex-boyfriend. I also have a female best friend that I used to have threesomes with. We are all close and they loved my husband and he loved them. I was on FaceTime with my best friend the other night and he mentioned a tattoo on my lower back and said he remembered when I got it. My husband looked at me so crazy and then told my best friend he was out of line. My best friend laughed and told my husband to chill out and loosen up or he would screw his wife again. I almost fainted.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay, you want me to go back over that line?
No,
Because I think
you ain't got to go back over it.
Okay.
You quit reading this damn letter right here.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly. My best friend tried to say it was a joke, but my husband cursed him out and said he better not see him anytime soon. My best friend said he was on his way over. Less than an hour later, my best friend showed up at our apartment ready to fight. My husband went outside and made me stay inside. My crazy ex was yelling so loud, I heard him tell my husband that he slept with me for years and we had threesomes with my female best friend. He bragged about our sexual past. My ex-boyfriend / best friend and I had vowed to keep our past in the past, and we haven't had sex in over 15 years. They were so loud that our neighbors came out and threatened to call the police. My ex left, and my husband told me I could go with him, but of course, I stayed and tried to talk some sense into my husband. My husband said I'm a sneaky, lying woman, and he gave me an ultimatum. Either my friends or my marriage. I don't think that's fair. Why is it such a big deal that I'm still friends with 2 people I've had sex with? Please help. Are you kidding me right now?
Law?
Y'all are finna be legacy to grace. That slimy bitch gotta go.
I had a whole outburst.
That hoe gotta go. That hoe gotta go. For the simple fact, this man been up and around through my house, and I didn't know y'all. Y'all gotta go.
And then,
you better go with him.
That he feel confident enough to talk shit and come over ready to fight.
Let me tell you,
man.
That hoe gotta go, and I'm suing that bitch for alimony. I don't give a fuck. All bets off. We done. Bitch, we so cooked. It ain't halfway funny. We done. Done. Well done.
Listen, this is. You see what I'm talking about, Tony? You see what I'm talking about? Let me explain something to you.
The letter started off good. I was like, yes. Then that shit went out the window.
Female has two best friends, a boy and a girl, a male and a female, both of which she used to have threesomes with.
Okay,
right.
What's wrong with that? I have did that.
Her husband didn't know anything about it though.
Oh no, everybody knows who I linked up with. Oh, I smashed her. Just so you
but
know.
Listen, now let me tell you what. Let me tell you what gave everything away for me. When the best friend, them two still sleeping with each other. Because had the husband not heard him say what he said about the back tattoo. See, when we as men talking about the back tattoo, the whole stamp, the tramp stamp, we're talking about this tattoo because we done seen this tattoo from the back.
Right. Okay, and even if you ain't got no ass, that ass look colossal for the bite, boy. Oh.
Facts, big facts, big facts.
So
Mr. Williams Remedy said, if y'all used to date, ain't no friendship. If it's kids involved, cool. But other than that, ain't no need to talk. I feel you, Remedy. Ain't no need to talk. Ain't no need to FaceTime.
That's my wifey. That's my boyfriend. So I tell my husband, Legacy, that's my boyfriend. Remedy, that's my wife. Just like that. Damn. Oh.
But
too much information.
Anyway.
I'm living my best life, y'all.
Listen. But she's still messing with that dude. She is still messing with that dude because let me show you something. There's no way a man who respects your husband could have ever told that man, chill out before I fuck your wife again.
Right.
See, that
he's too comfortable.
He was already letting him know I'm already still getting it. And then when the husband say, I don't need to see you for a while, or it's gonna be some furniture moving. For him to get in his car and drive to another man's house about that was the man knowing.
He started.
Right. If he was my best friend, he would have been trying to get me out of trouble, not digging me deeper.
Right. You
so
feel
now
me?
You done came to my house, knowing that this is my husband, and then you got the audacity to say that the ultimatum that your husband gave you, which is stop dealing with them, or I'm done. And for you to say you don't think that's right, that lets me know that you still enjoy having your cake and your ice cream. She's still dealing. Yeah, she's still dealing with the dude. And if I'm the husband, just because I did not know that was the person that this man who been in my house, eating my grocery, drinking my Wawa, being around my kids and shit, and this is I'm like you tell them, it's over with. We done cooked. We done burnt and charcoal.
On site.
To come to my house, hold on, the man came to the man's house.
Law. And all water would have been on. Pots boiling.
And the fact that he felt
let me tell you. When I first heard the best friend was coming over, I thought he was coming to make sure it was good and let the husband know I was seriously joking. But you can't. Let me tell you, I would have been outside whooping his ass with my husband. I would have grabbed the fire.
Thank you.
We better collectively whoop his ass, okay?
For real? Cause I gotta have somewhere to sleep.
And now you don't tell your household up. You don't, and so you telling me y'all don't think that you still, you don't think that you still sleeping with you?
I think
kids gonna blame her.
This whole letter lets you know why I say single is the best way. Cause these hoes will make you catch a whole charge.
But
so
you know
imagine
these hoes like that.
These
That will
hoes told
literally fuck with your mind.
Everybody
Yep.
ain't a hoe.
That will
I didn't
listen.
say
That
that.
will fuck with your mind. Listen to me. That will fuck with your
No,
mind.
no. I know you didn't say
Every
that.
time you done left this house with your best friend, every time I trusted
Hey,
you to leave
yes.
this man,
Yes.
let me
So
tell you.
now my mom saying how many times I done left y'all in this house
Ooh.
and I done went because this your best friend, but I'm just finding out this the nigga they used to look at your tattoo from the back.
How many BFF trips have they taken? The three of them. Oh my. Oh.
And you know I stay on the bestie vacation.
You feel me?
Okay.
I'm too mad. I'm mad with him. Look,
Okay.
see,
Hey,
I'm
look.
down for it.
Hey,
Let's get him.
I'm gonna stay 100% single for the simple fact. If anybody watched this video, they ain't trusting no best friends. But he gay. He may wasn't gay by when.
Nah. For real, I feel you on that too. You know what? I'm not gonna stay single. I'm still gonna keep the faith. There is one good one out there for me. All I need is just one. I just need one.
Let me tell you,
It's pretty good ones out there for me,
Lucy, it is
I
a
just
lot
need
of
one.
good ones out there. When I say so many good ones out there,
my God.
let me tell you, they roll up on you quick and let you know you ain't gotta call your baby daddy for nothing.
Okay.
I will be your son. Drake, listen, we at Tyson's birthday party. Dude with a whole nother party. Dude like, yo, here go my number. Bitch, I don't want
You know what? I respect men like that because I ran into a lot of men who try to tell me I should be putting my baby daddy on child support. And I'm like, listen, I feel he got an obligation, but if he ain't willing to do it, I'm not here to make him do it because I take that as it's better for my child to know that we got it versus we forcing someone to do something that they don't want to be doing. You know, that plays bad on their psyche. So when these men who, like you just said, come and say you ain't gotta call for nothing because we can hold each other down, there's a biological parent and then there's a social parent. And 9 times out of 10, the biological parent is not the one who's always raising and nurturing the child. It's the social parent that does. And that's the one who come and be the
Bernie Mac
stepdad.
said in Players Club? Fuck that. Pay me. Okay. How about that? No way.
I ain't gonna say you, I got a baby daddy. If I say ask him for help, he say give him my child. You know what? I'm not trying to fight about that. We cool.
Okay, baby. I'm glad you got it like that.
We cool. I ain't got it like that. I grind for it like that.
That's not what I'm saying.
Got it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the fact that he's willing to get your child.
Oh, he ain't willing to get him.
You just said that. You just said that.
He said it because he know I ain't gonna get my child. People talk is cheap, man. I mean, actions speak way louder than words.
You said he said. I'm just going off. I'm just wondering what you said because you said he said.
What he said.
Bring it to you.
I'm just telling you what he said.
That's what he said, Savage, but that's not what he meant.
also said he loved me.
She didn't say that part till just now.
But that's what I read between the lines.
All baby daddies
I don't read between the lines. You got to tell me bluntly. I ain't got time for that.
I want mine.
I'm okay with telling you bluntly.
Okay.
I want mine.
Yeah, no. You want yours?
She can drop mine off at any time. I want mine.
That's what I got going.
But I bet if you want yours, you help for yours too. You know,
Yeah,
there are those
juicy.
that do that. But it's
juicy.
It is some good baby daddies out there. Lord,
I'm telling you, listen.
In the name of
if
Jesus,
I can find the time to help take care of another woman's child that's biologically not mine, listen. April can wake up tomorrow and say, "You can have Naya." I'm gonna beat her out her driveway going to get Naya.
Okay, let me call her. I'm on my way.
That would be a dream come true to me if my kid's mom told me, I'm gonna need you to get Naya. Baby, you ain't gotta even I'm coming to get that one.
Maybe I worded that wrong. I'm not sending my children nowhere. When he say that, I say, okay, never mind. We don't need it.
Let me tell you, I don't
Let
know.
me correct
I
that.
be
I'm not
liking
saying they
Tyson to
going.
go on your man's trip. Go with your brothers. Go like I just like the big because Tyson that like he a teenager.
He do. He
And I be
big.
like,
You know,
I be like, look at mommy man, and then he like, I'm the man.
I used to like when my older one, when my three who are from my ex-husband, when he would get them and for the whole summer, and I would be like, I would be free. I liked it for 2 days. And then I'll be like, all right, I'm on my way. And I would get a hotel and just visit them on their vacation. No, I need my babies.
Let me tell you, I'm trying to build up liquid courage for
Yes.
this weekend for Tyson to go out of town without me. Y'all, let me tell you, I'm doing like this here. Whew, Jesus, pray for me. Hey, look, he gonna be with his uncle, his daddy, his brother. Woo, Jesus, pray for me.
I used to miss my kid too when she would leave, but I ain't going to get no room around the corner to go visit them on vacation. I see y'all little niggas when y'all get bite, okay?
Listen,
I see you when you get bite. I will miss you, but I will be here when you come back. FaceTime me anytime you want to.
Listen, if they going around the corner, they going 6 hours away. I say, shit, I'll be in Chiefly less than 10 minutes after they leave. Wait, okay, I'm on my way.
Only 2 summers I was able to stay away. The other times I couldn't. And then
But Juicy, y'all, let me explain something. Men feel the same way y'all feel about their kids. That's some men. Men that love.
I believe it.
Let's say that.
I believe
because listen, the same way that I watch Wick with Tyson, the same way I am with my daughter. I've been that way about all my boys, and it was one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life was making the decision to move from Georgia to Florida to make it. And what I mean by that, I got
you.
Huh?
I thought Naya them left you.
Right, but I'm gonna get to it. Hold on. Remember to say, I could never sit and watch my man take care of my child, not knowing if he taking care of if he's not. I guess she said not taking care of her own, his own. I'm going to make sure he takes care of his daughter, no matter what. I will make sure he takes care of her. Now, listen.
At the end of the day, you should have to make no man. At the end of the day, you should have to make no man take care of their kid.
No, but yeah, don't act like we don't.
I get it. I'm just saying.
Your first
I get it.
Mama. Okay.
But
honey, we'll get with a man.
This is what I'm saying.
And then the female be the one. Oh, well, you ain't got to do all of that, bitch. Yes, the fuck he do. No, for real, y'all be playing. It be some bitter ass bitches that know what it's like to have a baby father that don't do shit. And they'll get with a man that do for their kids, and they don't want that man to do for their fucking kids.
Haters.
Listen,
that's
that's
jealousy.
And guess what?
Daddy, you be on that shit.
Guess
I'm
what?
gonna run right through your ass.
Guess what, Tay? A lot of men fall weak to that too.
But how the fuck? That's
Because listen, I'm okay. I'm being talking. Listen, I'm okay with being by myself. If you talking about, oh, I don't need to do this for my child. Go ahead, Juicy.
I'm not saying I'm going to make sure like that. What I mean is, if I see he's doing and going all out for mine, I may ask about her, or when we going to go get her. If we shop and we get her something. I remember I had a guy friend and his daughter, he had a daughter, and she came over and spent the night with me. And when she come over, she had her own toothbrush there, she had her own pajamas there, she had her own space, because I was playing the stepmom, and I wanted her to feel welcomed and connected, not disassociated, like that's you his on the weekend, no, this is your second home. But she had a little brother. And you already know legacy. That was not his. And her mama tried to send both of them on the weekend so she could get a break. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Like, I'm giving them my weekend.
Let me tell you,
I took them once. I actually took them twice, but once I saw it was a pattern, no.
Hold on.
When he got a whole daddy.
Listen, before
daddy active in his life.
Let me just say this. If let's say for instance, my kids by April, their mama got 2 kids that were not from me. And if I'm with a woman and I done raised those kids before I got with you, that I don't see, that's the difference. I don't pretend or I don't play stepdad, or I don't play because I'm just in a relationship with a woman, especially if I got years and I done help raise and partake in these kids' growth. When I go get my kids, I'm getting all of these kids because they are mine. I'm not gonna stop being.
If he had been, because if he had did that in their life before our life started, then I could have accepted it. But I'm talking about this was you know this was I ain't no silly one. There's a difference. I love the children, but they can all come. I would go get all 9 of my nieces and nephews. They come spend the whole summer.
Juicy,
I'm with it.
Juicy Remedy got some up there.
Mr. Williams Remedy said, if you do for mine and I feel like you're not doing for your own, ain't no need to do anything for mine. Whatever we do for my son, we do for my stepdaughter too.
I'm gonna add to that, Remedy. Ain't no need for come around. Cause if you ain't taking care of yours, ain't no need to come around here. Ain't no playtime.
But Juicy, listen, Tayama, I done heard y'all ladies say this on here. Y'all have seen some deadbeat niggas who don't take care of their kids but be better stepdaddies to somebody else's children.
Yeah, I have seen that. And let me tell you, okay, listen. One time I wound up fighting this one particular person because she wound up saying along the lines to one of my good friends, your kids was just over here last weekend. I say, bitch. So you know, she was like, basically, they was over here last weekend, so why they got, basically, she didn't want them there that weekend. I say, anywhere that his dirty draws asses at, they should be there all the time. So she got slick, and I act like I was the kid mama, and I drove that bitch from one side of her house to the next side of her house. And I said,
you just wanted to fight her.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Don't act like that. You've been wanting to get in that right there.
I just hate stupid shit. That is some stupid ass shit to say. But your raggedy ass kids 365 up under him.
I just, me as a man, I couldn't have a woman tell me that I should pour more into her children than I pour into mine, and tell me if I want to go, if we in a household together and I want to go pick up my child every day, go, you know, why is that issue? Because I'm looking at yours in the face every day. So it should never be an issue.
You better have the right woman, or you'll be
hold on. I think we're going to something else, ladies.
What if finish your thought?
I just don't understand how men or women can have their significant other tell them how much time they can or can't have with their children. I don't understand that.
Well, let me tell you, I kind of do because Tyson is younger, but when he get older, then I'll be more.
No, I ain't talking about like that, Tay. I'm not talking about like you. No, brothers. I'm not talking about in the way that you and Juicy talking about, like y'all just used to be around y'all
You
kids.
talking about that negative shit.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I
Okay.
don't understand.
But it happens every day, baby. Every day. All day. Every day.
So
Let's move
I have
on.
a
Go ahead, Juicy. Go ahead.
Listen, all y'all working broke people on the panel, clutch your pearls, cause bitch, you finna get mad.
But this next story was a doozy. I was given a story about a young lady who won a $43 million jackpot. And of course, the end result didn't go in her favor. So as a result, I searched and see if there was other stories similar to that, and I did. I found actually several. But there's one video that I'm going to show you right now. You'll be amazed at what I found. Check this out.
The thrill of hitting it big. These guys jump for joy after winning $3.5 million at roulette. And this couple does a
We
victory
don't see
dance.
it, Tony.
I don't see a video, Tony.
$1 at the slots.
So you just hit the jackpot. Life is great, right? Not so fast. Sometimes the hardest part is collecting.
The thrill of hitting it big. These guys jump for joy after winning $3.5 million at roulette. And this couple does a victory dance. They just won $500,000 at the slots.
So you just hit the jackpot. Life is great, right? Not so fast. Sometimes the hardest part is collecting.
I thought it was my lucky day. I thought I hit it big.
I thought I was a millionaire. All these people believed they were heading to Easy Street. 44-year-old Katrina Bookman hit a $42.9 million jackpot at Resorts World Casino in Queens, New York.
This is me right here, taking a selfie.
Here she is posing next to the winning machine. It's right there on the machine. $42.9 million. A crowd started gathering around. Then security showed up.
How much is coming us, Katrina?
Security took her aside, and that's when she was told that the machine had malfunctioned. There was no payday.
Anytime machine hits a lot of money, y'all gonna claim that it's broke?
Get it submitted as soon as possible.
Katrina hired a lawyer, Alan Ripka, to take the casino to court. The case is pending.
When you walk through the door, you expect that if you're risking your money, that if you win, you will be paid.
55-year-old construction worker Jerry Rape and his wife Kim couldn't believe it when the slot machine said he'd won $1.3 million at the Wind Creek Casino in Montgomery, Alabama.
I thought it was my lucky day.
But 24 hours after he thought he won, Jerry was also told the machine malfunctioned.
Very devastating.
Lawyer Matt Abbott.
In this circumstance, the Creek Indian tribe was the judge, they were the jury, and the ultimate say-so on whether or not they were going to pay a jackpot that they should have paid.
Veronica Castillo thought it was her lucky day when the machine showed she won $8.5 million at the Lucky Eagle Casino outside Seattle.
I was very excited. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock.
She even took out her camera to take pictures.
I started to ask, where's my prize?
But just like the others, there would be no prize. She was told it was another malfunctioning machine.
They took my money and they didn't want to pay my winnings.
Washington is one of the handful of states that has its own casino lab where gaming machines are regularly inspected.
Nationwide, it's extremely rare that we see a major machine malfunction. So consumers should feel pretty confident that when they're sitting down at a gaming machine that it's going to function properly.
That's little solace for Katrina, Jerry, and Veronica, who thought she was a millionaire for exactly 15 minutes.
I'm going to fight. I'm not, this is not over.
Woo! First man.
We'll let you know what happens. Casinos say malfunctions are extremely rare, and when errors occur, any payouts are void. In the cases that you heard about, the jackpots actually exceeded what those machines could pay out.
See, when you go to the casino, it's a sign on the machine that says malfunction voids the payout. But you gotta know you ain't going to nobody's casino and win no $42 million nowhere in this world, ever. Never.
That's why I don't gamble. Because
that machine was not malfunctioning when it was taking their money. When that
No, and the
machine
thing
was
of it
whooping their
is
ass
while
and they
it's
was
on
getting
in
that
that
money, it
territory,
wasn't malfunctioning.
there is no legality on Indian reservation or Indian territory. That's like you say, the judge is the chief. They said and they say, and can't nobody make them do. Same as look, who like we say, can't nobody make the government do? Can't nobody make the black people do? You can't make them do.
But
Let me
when
tell
but
you,
when
they
you're
better stop that shit.
but
They
when
do it to
you're
the
false
right person.
advertising, when you're false advertising, hold on, Gabrielle, go ahead, Savage.
Some online poker clubs have small letters in the contract where they can say you can't cash out to the real earnings. Just respend it there. Scams all over. Gambling equals always losing in the long term.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, Gabrielle.
So Gabrielle, did you send the content?
But listen, when you have a machine, Savage, me, you, and I don't know if Juicy go to casinos or nothing, but I know us three go. And when you are advertising that this machine can pay out this much money, listen, the only thing that you have to worry about losing, why would you have to worry about losing your case in the court, is because you're fighting against the casino. And that's like what like Juicy says, like fighting against the government. When you got people that can pay out, listen, we need this to go away. I ain't trying to pay no $43 million. I'm willing to pay you $8 million just to not be able to let this come in court. Because you talking about $43 million, that's false advertising and these people hit. And then for these folks to turn around and tell me I can't receive something, like Savage said, it was not malfunctioning while it was taking the money. Not one time did you know what I would say? You gotta go play the game, the slot, and then go tell them, hey, the machine is malfunctioning. Let them tell you, no, it's not malfunctioning, and then you hit that big number. Then you can go back and say, remember when I walked to you and told you, you said it wasn't malfunctioning when I hit. I think it's gonna be a hard case because those cases will last years and years. But you don't just rob these people not only of their money. There you go, right
Gabrielle says
the same scam occurs. Go ahead, Juicy.
You go ahead. You read that.
No, I don't. We read the same. The same scam occurs in cryptocurrency market. Kids spend their parents' savings on miraculous coins, and the website don't allow them to sell their coins after they buy it. Crypto is a scam.
You know what? That happened to me with XRP. I had bought a whole bunch, and I got it sitting, and it tells me I can't cash or do anything until I buy like $400 more. So I feel him on that, and I'm like, well, that's just gonna be a savings account right there. But
You
I
gonna
went to
give
the
me my money.
casino. I went to the casino one time. I put a nickel in the machine. I ain't win. I ain't gambled since. I think that if the machine say it's gonna pay 100,000, and then I hit jackpot for 100 million, then I can look at a malfunction because that machine, like the lady said, it put out numbers greater than what it could disperse. So if it's posted on the machine, this is the max you could get, but then you see your award is something different, I could see that malfunction.
Wait a minute.
They still
right, pay me the max.
But they're not even trying to accommodate them for anything.
No,
the one
what
lady
they
that
offered
won
was a
43
steak
million,
dinner.
they gave her like $2.13.
They offered a steak dinner.
You got me
A
fucked up.
steak
You better
dinner.
give me what is the highest thing that I can win on here.
Yeah, that's what Gabrielle was saying. That the black chick got the black lady Katrina. She was saying that the machine that she was on, I think the max of that machine could pay out was $6 million. But even though the machine said she won 43, she said, "I'm
give me
willing
my
to give me the maximum that the machine pays out. Give me the $6 million."
And you see right here, we saw a black woman, a white man. It's not about color. It's not a discrimination. It's a money thing.
I don't want to pay you.
We are in a socio-economic war. And at this point, like you said, if I got it and I could pay the 8 to get you to push it under the table, they're gonna go the easiest way, what's most beneficial to them.
Mm-hmm.
It screw all of us. We just peons
Let me
in
tell
that world
you,
right there.
if
That's why I don't
they
gamble.
even walked up to some of them that you could clearly see that that's not the price on there, you get them the maximum win. Either way it goes, your game say I won.
Right.
Don't
Yep.
think you gonna give me back the money I had in the machine and walk off in the sunset. You better your Indian ass bite the fuck over here and figure out something.
Yep.
See,
Tell me how to
They'll
get
need,
$2.
they'll need the police messing with me. You don't need the police to drag me out of there.
Yeah. I'm not leaving the
You would think
machine. I'm
you would
not
think I'm
leaving
a
the
pilgrim.
machine.
I'll be scalping heads in there. Don't fucking play with me. You
But
know
listen,
exactly
Juicy,
what's mine.
listen, tell me y'all, and Savage, we go and we try to win big, right? And I was down there at the Classic, and it was Naya's birthday. She was turning 4 or 5, but I had went down there to the Classic. And on her birthday, I hit for $25,000 playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em. I wasn't there, but we got there at 12 o'clock. I hit it by 1:30. Do you know them folks did not want to pay? I didn't get my money till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know why? Because they went and pulled every camera. They went and pulled they wanted to say that the machine, they wanted to try to prove that the machine malfunctioned. They say that the reason they were trying to,
You talking about the automated shuffler?
Yeah, they wanted to be able to prove that the automated shuffler had malfunction because ain't nobody had done hit a Royal Flush and Ultimate Texas Hold'em in over 8 years in that casino. So they pulled the dealer. They watched to see if the dealer did anything wrong with the card. They pulled the camera to see if I had extra cards, if somebody was slide. From 1:30, I didn't get my payout to 4 o'clock.
You know what's
honey, I would have
crazy?
been sitting on their slot machine. Take your time.
Right. Get more money.
Hey, like you in church telling the pastor, take your time, Reverend. Take your time, pastor.
Hey, just say, y'all, listen. The folks, they literally closed the table down. No more cards. They closed the table down. Nobody dealt at that table. They're gonna tell me, well, Mr. Williams, would you like something to drink? No, I don't want nothing. I'm not moving from
when you get a Royal Flush, they take the cards. Those cards are no longer dealt. When they do set the table back up, they get 2 brand new decks of cards.
And a new machine.
Yes.
And a new
But you know
machine.
the thing about it is, if they can say that they're checking to see if it malfunctioned because in 8 years it hasn't. It malfunctioned for 8 years. Not it just malfunctioned. The hell?
It just started. What you say, Cake? It just started working.
Just started working. Right. They need to act like, come on now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, told her it was so crazy, y'all. The man, what they call them? I think they call them pit bosses.
Mm-hmm.
The people the pit bosses. Man, that man came down. Cause once I hit,
that's the security.
Once I hit, the lights went off, everything. So they drawed everybody over. Not everybody coming from everywhere looking. And I'm up here, I'm shaking like a motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit, I hit it. So next time I know the pit boss come over, they take the box, they take the shuffler box out the machine. They take the dealer and ask him how did he do it, make sure he dealt it the right way. And then they were gone. So I thought I set up about 2 hours. I'm like, come on, man, where my money at? Hold on, Mr. Williams. Do you got your ID? Why? What the hell does that got to do with me hitting the payout?
You always gotta hand over your ID and your player card. You need your ID. Let me tell you. And if your ID is expired, at the Hard Rock Casino, you will not get that fucking money.
At Coconut Creek, I didn't have my ID. They said you got your ID. I said it's on file.
6,000. We talking about a whole nother different ratio.
Yes, fine. Savage, listen. even when I play here in Palm Beach County at the Kennel Club, if you hit the bad beat, if you hit or like anything over like $10,000, because they're gonna give you a tax paper before you leave them. They're gonna give you a tax paper before you leave. They ask you, do you want them to pay the taxes on this money, or will you pay the taxes on this money? I told them, I ain't no need of me sign that. I pay my own damn taxes. How I know you gonna give it to them? So good night, Adrian. But listen, in order to get paid at the Kennel Club, anything over $5,000 to $7,000, you have to have your ID at the Kennel Club. They'll hold your money for 3 days for you, but you got to come back in there with an ID to get that.
After 72 hours, girl, you just donated it back to the casino.
Wow.
How I know for sure?
I need you to know rules and regulations when you walking in they jump, because I know you'll blow they shit up.
You better know it.
I'm telling you, Savage. I seen the Palm Beach Kennel Club. I saw him hit for 100. The bad beat was $164,000. The loser got the bigger cut, and the one who won the hand got the lower cut, and everybody around the table got $2,000 a piece, right?
Hold on, Gabrielle said I'm only 29, but if I ever give an advice to all in hope that we all stay on the good side of life is save your money, your family, your lives. Society is getting sicker and sicker as days go by.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Gabrielle.
Never really knew that, Adrian said.
Yeah, but listen,
yeah, man.
The person,
and let me tell y'all, this happened 3 years ago at the casino, the Hard Rock Casino, Classic Casino, Seminole Casino that you go to, Anya. Let's say if I'm standing there with you, your money is in the machine, you sitting there. If you allow me to push that button, that machine sound off. Do you know you don't get the money, I get the money because I was the one that pushed that machine?
Yep.
But if you my friend, we ain't got to worry about nothing because we probably go split that shit anyways. Shit.
Exactly. But let me tell you, that happened to a man at the casino, and he had a girl that was like hanging around. They made her get the money because she was pushing the machine. She didn't get that man not one dime.
I would have had to follow that hoe to the car.
Yeah, he wanted to do more than that.
Y'all listen, we got one more. Let's go ahead and see this last one, y'all.
You think we got time for the last video? Because we only got 2 minutes till we close.
Let's go.
Let me set it up.
Oh, that should have been set.
I'm trying to get my air thing to work so I can hear you all.
By the time you get your life together, the show will be over.
Right, that's what I said. You know, I can hold on. I can't show one video. I got to show both of them, and they go together. So we can just hold on for the next show.
Okay, so Godmama baby. Godmama baby.
Hey, son.
Chocolate drop.
But yeah, it's crazy, you know. Like I say, we were talking about the casino thing. These folks, they got all type of loopholes, how to take your money, but not how to give you your money. So I mean, you got to just make sure that you know rules and regulations, especially when you're playing high dollar games, because they got ways of getting up out of that payment.
I pray to God for their sake that never happened to me, for their sake.
And yours too, because we know you going to jail.
So Liz, Nicole, come get me.
Anthony,
I'm
y'all
on
put
it.
y'all
I'm
money, Tony,
already
y'all
there.
put y'all money together. Put y'all money together.
Say we coming. Say we coming.
Go down there and get my winnings and boil me out.
Okay.
Hey, my mama already told me they ain't boiling me out no more,
listen.
so somebody got to come get it.
Hey,
They already
don't worry.
ain't buying you out there no more. Okay, then I got friends. Shit. Just get
My
me
daddy
now.
died. I knew not to go to jail. I might be sitting for a minute.
No, you wouldn't. Not if you call me. You probably wouldn't even remember my phone number.
Think about it. Nobody know nobody's phone number, so I know I'm gonna be sitting in there.
Listen, hey, Tay, don't lie. When I knew I was going to jail, I'd be like, could you give me a minute to go through my phone so I can pick out the phone numbers I can call?
No, but let me tell you, Dre, one thing for certain, two things for sure. If they take your money, you're going to be on every news channel in America. I ain't going to have no excuse.
5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
You ain't gonna need to call nobody. They should already know. Pull up on me. Listen.
Y'all, did y'all see T Savage after the donkey on Fox? Like, show it out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be there with you, cause boy, that's a hurtful feeling to know. Ooh, we talking about little dollars, and they hitting 9 and 43 million. Just imagine somebody taking
Let me
that
tell you,
from
I will be sick for weeks. When I say sick, can't go to work, can't move, just sick.
I'd be disappointed. I would, but then
All right, y'all. Tony is pulling on our coattail right now.
Oh yeah, about closing out.
Listen,
Brother Anthony, do you run a perfume company? I'm starting making perfumes this week. I just noticed your name there. Can I get in touch via DM?
Sure can.
I ain't even gonna do that.
Listen, Gabrielle. At the end of the show, we're finna get ready to close out. You might want a screenshot when we get to Mr. Brown. All his information of how to reach out will be on his up under him when we bring him up on the top of the screen. Or talk. Well, I know he ain't gonna want to do that, but just stay tuned. It'll be right here. So you can get it. We get ready to close out tonight. I love chatting with my sisters and this dude that think he run every damn. But we get ready to close out. And we're gonna start off with the juicy
His name is on the show. And it's in gold.
Let them know, baby.
So you can find me here on Tuesdays and Fridays, the ATL show at 9 p.m. Check out my website. We have teas and we're updating our products. So there's a lot more of your homeopathic and holistic wellness available for you. www.enliven, ENLIVEN, the number 2 and the letter U.com. Also, come on now, we getting these challenges done on Facebook. I'm right here front and center without my light bright though. So check me out on Facebook. Follow me, like and subscribe and share so I can make some money. Keep making some more money. Instagram, Miss Beautiful, and on TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. Everything else is there if you get it.
We appreciate you. Gabrielle said, "Amen, dear people." It was I can't even see it. It was a good panel. Salute for everybody. For everyone.
Thank you for chiming in.
You. We appreciate you being here. Also, we're gonna get ready to move to our sister, our dear mean. I want to fight you in the casino, sister, the savage one. I think you got me mistaken for Tayama because I don't be fighting people. T Savage, IG, Facebook, IG T Savage 1000, Facebook Anya Drayton Burrs, TikTok T_Savage 100, Burrs Anya @gmail.com. All right. We appreciate you, love you, Savage. We're gonna go ahead to the boss lady, my other sister, the nice sweet one, Miss Tayama Tyson.
Exactly. Why she trying to throw me under the bus?
That was Legacy and Tayama told. Hold on, Tayama. Come on. This is for you. That's why I did that. Come on.
What? Okay, you can reach me on Facebook at Tayama Copeland, Instagram Tayama01, and that's it. I don't got no number. I just won't answer, so don't waste your time. That's it.
That's bad.
That's it.
Wow.
All right.
You know, y'all got some crazy people that be calling people.
We're going to bring the boss man out, the one and only, my brother from another mother. Wouldn't want to wake up one day without him. The pain in my ass. Mr. Anthony Godfather Brown, come to the stage. Let him know.
I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under The Anthony Brown Show. Also follow my Facebook page. It's called Anthony the Writer. And I just started a TikTok page. It's Anthony the Chosen One. Definitely follow me over there on TikTok. And the words I live by wholeheartedly, you got to grind until you shine. If you need to reach me by phone for business purposes, you can reach me at 561-768-3710.
Put it back up one more time, Tony. Gabrielle, I hope you're going to snap this right here, the information right there for you. Gonna give you 30 seconds to get it off. Let us know when you got it.
He got it because this
right.
is recorded.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. I am, you know me, the wild one, Legacy the Great. Gabrielle said you gotta get a Snapchat. Said appreciate you. All right, everybody know me. I'm out here, ATL World, Mr. Legacy the Great. You can reach me on Facebook under Antonio Williams. You can also reach me on YouTube and on Facebook or Dream Williams. You can reach me on YouTube under Antonio Williams. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Business purpose only. Hit me at 229-630-7615. That's it, everybody. We appreciate everybody taking the time to sit in and watch us do our thing. You know, we got more content coming out in next month. And after that, you know, I'm gonna tell you, like Gabrielle just said, don't be frugal with your money and blowing it everywhere.
I got something I want to show y'all really quick. I forgot to show y'all. It's gonna just let me find the screen real quick. Y'all see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
We hit 7,000.
Yay!
All right.
Yes. Congratulations.
Right. Yeah.
We hit 7,000 subscribers. So I just had to show y'all.
Thank you, Legacy.
Tyson just clapping. He heard yay, so he clapped.
Yay.
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. And the words of Legacy the Great. Hey TL, ho!
ATL! They're back!
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, G7, Legacy! They're back! They're the best! Let's get it! Season 2!
I'm the best at this shit, that's fact. Y'all, and there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best, you other cats just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get greedy. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open hills and places. The schools over feeling foggy. I'll be patient and waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against Team Hudson. When you ready to lose? The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. so y'all know. Yeah, the monster is back. And I'm at my spot. ATL, ho.